I'm your host, Dennis, and here with me, we have a promising star, Favor. Mr. Favor, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
We're happy to have you on our show.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I've been following you for a while now on TikTok, and I can see you have much followers. I can see that you're inspiring lots of young footballers. So we're happy to have you on our show today. Can you quickly tell us about your background, where you came from, how has life been for you?
Okay, firstly, I was born in Port Harcourt, and
You're a Port Harcourt boy?
I was born in Port Harcourt,
Okay.
but I am from Kogi State.
Kogi.
Yes. My dad was a custom officer, so I don't know, something happened, and my mom is from Akwa, so, and yeah, for now, both of them are dead, like my both parents are dead.
I'm so sorry about that.
I'm the only one, I've been surviving on the street for a very long time. I've been trying every means possible. Like, I dance, that's like a side also.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, for now, that's all I can really say. I'm just a footballer trying to become something like, yeah.
Wow. Like I said, I'm very sorry for your loss. I can see life has been very difficult for you, because I know what it feels like not to have parents in Nigeria. So I pray everything goes well for you. Honestly, with what you just said just now, I'm really impressed, because with everything you've been going through, you're still motivating young footballers on Instagram, on TikTok. How do you do it? Like, what gives you that strength to keep on fighting?
I have a why. I'm like, there's a why I do what I'm doing, because one of the reasons was I told my mom I was going to be a professional footballer, unfortunately. Like, and she was in support of it. So basically, I have a why I am playing football. So, and that's something everyone needs to have, because before you chase a dream, you need to know why
You're chasing that dream.
And it inspires and gives you this energy to keep going, because on the long run, you get tired. So, but when you remember why you're doing what you're doing, it gives you. So that's my why. My mom, basically, my mom is why.
So, quickly tell us about your football journey.
Okay, first started, I remember when I was very little, I saw a footballer. He had long hair.
In Nigeria?
No. It was a World Cup match. It was very stylish. It was stylish, I didn't know his name, but back then I remember I started hearing people say Ronaldinho. So I liked the guy. He was always smiling. So that was like my first major inspiration. Then along the line, I saw another player. This guy was just doing leg over, like back to back. Sure. Yeah. I was like, who is this guy? Because I didn't know him. I was a small boy now, The next thing, I just fell in love with this guy, everything about him. Especially when I heard about his story that, he was staying in the trenches like in Madeira Port, and, life was not well.
Yeah.
And he still made it.
Yeah.
And I think, if I'm sure, he had surgery. So all those things actually...
Living with his mom at a very young age.
Exactly. He left his family at a young age. So all those things, they align with my own life. So that's why I really fell in love with it. I remember there was one time I watched, I think it was Man Chelsea. Match where it was just in leg over. I remember I carried this size 4 keys. Keys.
Yeah.
Took it. I started doing leg over. I'll make mistake. That's how I learned how to do leg over. I didn't go to an academy. Like, I just started playing football. Like, it was not like, you went to the academy, they taught you how to throw ball. I just started doing it, and that's how, that's how I started pursuing my career in football.
Okay, I'll say that we have similar stories in terms of how or why we started playing football. The first time, okay, I grew up in the village, right?
Yeah.
I was never a city boy. But the first time I came to the city, that was Port Harcourt. So I went to my neighbor's house. In the village, well, we didn't have TV, so I didn't know what was Man U or Chelsea or whatsoever. But when I came to the city, and then my neighbor, I went to the house. I think Man U was playing against, was it Chelsea? I first of all, I liked Chelsea because everybody in my compound were supporting Chelsea. But then I saw Cristiano. I saw how he was dribbling, the leg overs and everything. I was like, wow, who is this guy? So that was how I fell in love with Cristiano Ronaldo. So he has always been my inspiration. Like, I read the stories and how he made it and everything. So I really love Cristiano, and yeah, it's a good thing. And I'm happy that he's able to inspire us, and hopefully one day too we can also inspire others. I guess you're already inspiring us, because I saw your videos on TikTok. I was like, wow, sweet this guy. No, you are. You might not know, but you are. I can bet on that. Yeah, you are. So, as an African footballer, how frustrating it is being an African, knowing that I have the talent, but I don't have the resources to really push my career.
First off, I'm going to make it like, as an African footballer,
Yeah.
there are two sets in Africa: the rich part and the poor part.
Really?
If you're rich, is there are higher chances because there's financial stability there.
Yeah.
But as a poor African footballer, there are like 0 to 0 chances of making it as a footballer. So basically, I would say the first challenge is finance, to finance your career, buy boots, buy ball, transport to training, and all those kind of stuff. Those are like the major challenges. And I need to talk about this here because I don't know how this video is going to go. No hate to the LGBTQ, whatever, no hate, but I'm just being real. If you're a young footballer and homosexuals have like not reached out to you, maybe from social media, I don't think you have started, bro. It might not be social media, I'm not physical. Like, I face the challenge a lot on all the social media you can imagine. Like,
Yeah.
hard men come to me, tell me, bro, what's up? I like what you're doing, you're fine, boy, do you want to be my boyfriend? Like mature men, I'm being real. I'm not joking. Like, there was one time that a man was doing video call me and he said I show him my private parts. I was like,
what?
Like, even before I came to this interview, yesterday, I checked my phone. I saw a man, a mature man, he was like, hello, pretty. I'm like, what's going on? So, I've had someone who wanted to sponsor me outside Nigeria, but he just wanted me to do that stuff, which I didn't agree, based on my beliefs. I'm a Christian, and I don't believe in that. I did say people should do that's easier life.
Yeah. Understand.
I don't do that kind of stuff. So yeah, those are like major challenges. And the connection, you need to know somebody that knows somebody. And so yeah, those are like one of the major challenges as an African footballer.
Wow. Honestly, I've been hearing things like this in football, that there are some agents that'll tell you that you have to bend over for them for they help you, but I've never really encountered anybody. So I'm really surprised that you're saying this thing right now. And it is sad that you have to ask me for things that are against people's personal beliefs before you can help them. That is wickedness.
Yeah.
But it is a game. Nobody cares about you. I'm not your father. You're not my son. So either do what I want or you can go. But one thing I believe is that they're not God. Yes, so that's one thing I'm certain of. So, Favor, so do you have any family members supporting you in this your journey?
On my mom's side, nobody, because I don't know anybody from my mom's side. Only my mom. Yeah, that's actually very complicated. It's a long story. Initially, before this interview, I always told myself that if I was going to do an interview, it was going to be for one day. Why? I'm very, very happy. Yeah. It's not because, I'm just doing very happy. I've always told myself, because the story is wrong. Like, this interview won't contain what we're going to say. So, but I'll just try my best.
Yeah.
Talking about family, my auntie, that's for my dad, like, she supports me once in a while. I won't say, she's there for me every time. No. But once in a while, she just say, how are you doing? I pray for you. And one funny thing is that for my mom's side, they are Christians. My dad's side, they are Muslims. So you see how complicated it is. So when I tell you complication, I say very. Now I understand. And now I am the only Christian for my dad's side. So you understand? They want to support that religion thing. Will be, yeah, but they try once in a while. Once in a while.
Wow, it is complicated. Now I understand why you say that. You have a lot to say.
What?
So I bet growing up that has always been a challenge, because I always think about the values. What type of values would they instill in you? Because there's always going to be a clash of values.
Exactly.
No, this way, this way, and you're not the victim. So I'm happy, like, at least you're doing good for yourself in terms of your values and everything. Okay, so now, do you really have an agent?
For now, I don't have an agent because I'm not signed any contracts with anybody. So basically, I won't say I have an agent, but I think I have people, who are interested.
Yeah.
There's a difference between having someone who wants to sponsor you and who are interested. So yeah, I just have people who are interested in it as well.
So now let's talk about this agent of stuff. Now, agents in Nigeria, some of them, because I've had encounter with some of them, like they just come to your house, tell family that I want to sign favor, I want him to be my boy, and your family are good because they don't really know much details about football and everything, and then they'll hand over their son to the agent, and the agent will give their son 5 years contract to sign. So now in the next 5 years now, you are tied to that one man. And so some of these guys, it's not as if they have a deal for you. And then they'll keep you for 5 years. I have a friend that he has been working with one agent for more than 5 years. Every day we hear stories upon stories upon stories. So then the more time that, are you sure it's not really that affecting you? Are you bringing anything for him and then it failed? No. And I want to tell parents that you should be very, very careful how you hand over your son to these guys. Before you give your son out to anybody, ask them about their track records. Well, like, what have they done for other people? Ask them about the deals. Like, what do they have that they can offer to your son? Because they can just tell you, okay, don't worry, mom, we have a deal for your son. And then the next 5 years, your son will be stuck with them. Even if he wants to get signed on that deal, they'll sue you and your son, and that deal might collapse. So, parents, be very, very careful on how you give out your son to people. And favor, in the last 6 months, because I saw a video of you on your TikTok page. I think you're talking about you having an injury.
Okay, it was a morning. I remember I trained the other day. I'm not prone to injuries.
Yeah.
It's not, I don't know, it's just like that. I hardly get injuries. So I just woke up in the morning and I started feeling pain on my lower abdomen down to my groin. But it was not majorly on my groin, because I think the injury I really get is groin. And it's my fault because I don't stretch. My coach always told me that every time I have T-claps, so I need to always stretch. So it has been paining me. Sometimes it will go down, sometimes it come up. So it's just been like that for like 6 months now. Started from like September. I thought it was, they said I should rest online. The people were like, people just rest, drink salt and mineral, there's nothing I've not tried. I've tried herbal, I've tried injection, I've treated infection, herbal and injection, like both. There's nothing I'm not done for this injury. So right now, the best thing I need to do, and it's actually money that's holding me, is to do an MRI scan. Because I've done like the normal scan where they put liquid on your stomach, and the check was 3 times. They didn't say anything. So right now, my major key is to do MRI scan so that they can actually know what's wrong with me. And yeah, I've just been like, trying my best. Mentally is messing up my brain because, as a footballer in the trenches now, pursuing this dream. And now I'm online. Everybody's like rooting for me. People are doing you. So like, there's this pressure. There's this pressure amount on me. But I'm trying my best and I trust God, because God is the healer. I trust God.
So this MRI scan, how much will it cost you to?
MRI scan around 200k. That's the least. Like 200k, 200,000, 200,000. Yeah.
200,000. I just, please, if you're watching this video and if there's any way you can help, please, you can contact us. Please, you really need it, because for 6 months now, you've not been playing football, and being a footballer, I can tell you how difficult it is to be out. Like, you not being able to do what you love. See, I had going for 3 years. So it was hell. Just like I said, see, I took injections, I took drugs. There's a drug called Dolometab. That drug it smells like, I'm not taking that drug, so you have to go and wash your hand. Like, that's how terrible that drug is. People are sitting around you, they have to run because the drug smells very badly. Like, it was one player in, I think, Campillars that showed us that drugs. So what I was doing is that after training, of course, I'll be feeling that pain. So I'll take that drugs, it will go. Then the next day, I'll go for training again. I'll train, it will come back. Yeah, I was taking that drugs. I think one day, I got tired because I took injection, I did this and I did everything. So what I did was that one day, I knelt down before God, then I cried. Honestly, see, it was God that healed me. I can't say that it was any drug or anything. For my own case, my groin, after 3 years, it was God that healed me. I cried to God, I prayed, and when like you pray to God for something, sometimes we pray to God for something. God have answered that prayer, but we are living in the answered prayer already, but we forgot that God has answered that prayer. So one day I was on the pitch, I was training, and for like 1 week I didn't feel anything. I was like, this is not stoppable. So that was how I got my healing. So I pray that God will also help you. But please, if you're out there, 200k, please, if you can help, please, just you can send us a DM. Of course, we can help him so that he can get back to what he loves to do. Amidst all these things, sometimes the thought of quitting, does it ring in your head?
Yes. There's no Nigerian footballer who is born in trenches. That if I never even starts, people will telling you you need to get a job. Once people start telling you that you need to have a plan B, just here, but just know that that's a sign that, bro, this football team, man, that's like people telling you, but if you know work. But I understand, because the country we are staying is not really, Nigeria is not a country that really supports young talents without doing crime. So the thought of quitting comes every day. In fact, every day I just wake up. Especially, as you know, the worst part is when you're injured and you don't have support. And now another worst part is that I'm known online. So if I talk about it, people don't say, bro, this thing, are you sure you're not so? So basically, the thought of quitting is a normal thing to every broke or poor footballer in the trenches. It's a normal thing. There's no, they might come outside, smile, behave like there's nothing going on. If you lie, all those things are just cover, it's mask. All of us, we think about it, especially when you know that I'm not saying I'm not old, but when I look at players that are there before me, that have not made it through, when I look at them, I see it. It's obvious. That's why where I stay, most people use alcohol to compress that thing.
Yeah.
A lot of,
even my side too.
I'm really sorry to say this. I'm going to be real. A lot of footballers in my area take alcohol a lot because it's a way of
suppressing. Yeah.
That's why they take it every day.
Yes.
So, but me, I don't know. I just believe in God and I have this, and for now, there's no thought of quitting.
I'm laughing because I think one day I came up from training. So I think we played the game. I scored 2 goals in that game. So I was very happy. I posted my videos on WhatsApp. Then I got a text from Angel. Hey, Dennis, you've been playing this football since I knew you. Dennis, are you sure this thing, anything good can come out? And see, I think you're wasting your time. Go to school, go and get a job. Forget about this thing you're doing. I have a friend that came to my house one day. He said, guy, is that fun? I said, fine. He said, I came to advise you. I said, okay, sit down. He said, that guy, that's in Nigeria, out of 100, there's only one that will make it.
I've heard that a lot.
That you're my friend. See, I want you to, you're very, very brilliant. You're very smart and intelligent. You're wasting your time with this football. Leave this thing. He now asked me one question. He said, in your area, tell me how many guys have made it from your area. Guy, that will break me. So, understand now, honestly, like, this is what we go through every day. This is what we go through every day. And as for the combining job and everything, we'll talk about that too, because it's very important that we have to talk about that. But honestly, it's not really easy for us in Africa. Just like I said, the chances of making it as a poor footballer, it is very, very slim. And see, people don't understand why we believe so much in God. Why we always going to God? Because the only hope we have is God. I'm not from a rich home. I don't have any senator as my uncle or whatever. So the only thing I can do is to work hard and do what? Believe in God that one day my destiny helper will look at me. And that's I know if God just say, okay, this is your turn, within 1 month, you see yourself in Real Madrid or whichever team. So that's why the God factor is very, very important. Favor, there's one thing that every footballer, all of us, be it Ronaldo or whatever, we go through. We have one common struggle, apart from the injury, which is losing your confidence as a footballer. So, can you tell us a story of a time when you lost your confidence as a player, and how did you build it back? Because I'm a striker. When I lose my confidence, I wouldn't want to make a run because I feel like I'll miss that goal. So there's no point of me making a run. So in a game, I'll just be moving around the pitch. I'll just go take the ball, return pass, give back, but I would not want to go to a position where I will have to shoot to score. So when you lose your confidence, how did you get it back? What did you do to get it back?
Okay, first advice I'll give anybody who loses his confidence is, number 1, try and have a friend. Like when I mean friend, not talk with someone that you can make call to, like the person will always be there, like a very close football friend. So I remember, I think it was a trial or a match that I played, and I was just like, I came back, I just dropped my boots. I was just angry with myself. I was like, bro, this football is just a waste of time. So I just didn't call my friend. This guy, I'm very close to him. I just sent it to him. Then the next thing I heard was, would you that we look up to, you that inspire. And you know, when he was talking to me, he started making me know things I didn't know about it. So like, said, now you didn't make me play football. I was like, yeah. So basically, you need to have a friend, and I feel like the greatest confidence is from God. Try and have a relationship with God, because with God, all things are possible. Just have a relationship with God. It gives you confidence and boldness naturally. Yeah. So for now, I'll just say stick to God and have a true friend, someone who wants to see you grow, not someone who wants to be there with you but not see you grow more than them. So yeah, that's what I'll say.
Okay, I would say that I feel blessed because I read a book from Pastor T.D. Jakes. So he talked about the 3 types of friends everybody should have. So he talked about the confidence, which is what you just explained now. And in that book, he said something. He said that if you have 2 of them in your life, that you're a blessed man. Like my friend asked me something. He said that, Dennis, if you have a deed today to travel and you don't have the money, which of your friend can sell their laptop or their phone and sit in, take the money and go? So he said that if you have one of those guys in your life, that you're a blessed man. You see? And then we have the other guys who just want to cheer you up. They don't really care about you, but they're there because of what you can offer. Because this guy, yeah, he has perspective. Let me stick with him. See, and these guys, sometimes they act as if they are your confidence, but they are not. When they see somebody that is better than you, that can give them what they want, and then the last group they come with, they don't care about you. You don't care about them, but you guys have common struggle. You guys come together, fight together, and then when you guys are done, everybody go your way. So honestly, it is very important that we have such friends around us. Who is your role model?
Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
100%.
Okay, let me ask you this question. You meet Cristiano Ronaldo or meet Tinubu? Why are you laughing?
It's easy now, bro. You meet Ronaldo, you are cheap now. Just snapping a picture of Ronaldo. If I just have a picture of Ronaldo, I've made it now. Like, I've made it, no jokes. I've made it like, what would I need Tinubu for? Like, I don't know.
He's a president, man.
Oh boy. Hey, so that's it. You know, this is going to be like, God bless to the very cabin. I know I love it.
Now, let's talk about a very important subject. A lot of people say that footballers are lazy. That they don't want to work, that in the morning, they just wake up, carry their kids, go for training, come back, stay at home the next day. I want to ask you, how difficult it is combining work and football?
So first off, let me address the issue of footballers are lazy. Footballers are not lazy.
Okay.
Football is a physical and mental sport. Do you get? Whoever goes to work, you know, I know it's hard, but I want to give you an example. Go for like a fitness training.
Yeah.
You cannot go to a fitness training on Monday and go to another job. It's not possible. Fitness training will literally kill your whole body. Do you get? And football is a sport that you need to give your all. It's all or nothing. If you can't give your all, like nothing, there's nothing you can give. You need to give your all. I know, in Nigeria, you know, you're not supposed to be, you're supposed to do anything, but I won't say footballers are lazy. When you watch them train, you know they are not lazy. It's just, you know, people misplace, you know, the part of their passion. They are passionate about football. That's why they give their energy there. And anything you're passionate about, you give your energy there. So, because they don't do these other things well, or they don't do it, does not mean they are lazy. Yeah, in your job, you're not lazy. So, footballers are not lazy in their own job. So, I feel like there should be a balance.
I think I saw a video on Instagram. So they asked the guy that you're very lazy, you're this, you're that. And you say that, Dad, I'm not lazy, I'm not useless. But the difference between me and my sister is that she's working, I'm working, but I'm not being paid yet.
Yes.
That's it. But the fact that you're a footballer doesn't mean that if you have the opportunity to do something that can fetch money, that you should not do it. Like me currently, yeah, I'm a footballer, but I'm also into tech. So after training, I go home, I apply for jobs online. Honestly, being a footballer doesn't mean that you should not work if you have the chance to work. But it is not easy to work. Like he said, it's not easy. But if you have the chance, and I'll be making a video soon about skills that you can do as a footballer after training. These are skills that doesn't require physical energy. So, but with your phone or laptop, you can do these skills. I just asked this question earlier. Tell me about your dream.
My dream. I won't give you all in detail because of social media. Not really watch. So, but
In football, like,
okay, my dream is football. My first obviously, first dream is to sign professional. That's the dream. Sign professional. Play for my dream team is play for Real Madrid. I'm Manchester United because of Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah. So my dream is to be known. I want to be known. I don't like everybody wants to be famous. I want to be known. But the main reason of being known is not because I want to achieve fame for my greedy.
yeah, for self.
Yes, it's because my life is going to be more like a platform where I used to help other people. Do you understand? So, example, being an orphan alone is enough reason for me to know that there are other people like me down in the trenches that have dreams like me. So my life is going to be more like an inspiration. I want my life to be so that when you hear my stories, and I think I'm already having a dream after football, like start up, a NGO or whatever they call it, go to communities, speak to footballers, and all, man, I can't give out all though, but for now, those are like the basic stuff I can give out.
I don't like using that word orphan, but I know that that's the reality of some people right now. So, what does it feel like to be in this situation?
I want to use the Nigerian term where they say shaggy. So first, being an orphan is different. It's different because if you're an orphan and you have family members,
yeah,
there for you. So that's that. There's no issue with that. But mine is really complicated to the point that for my mom's side, there's nobody I know. Do you get? Like, I know my mom's mother or that. I don't know if they're dead.
Yeah.
Then for my dad's side, there are really people who I don't even know them because I didn't grow up with them. Like I said from the beginning, my mom took me from the village to Abuja. That's where I cut communication with a lot of people from my family. Did you get? So being an orphan and chasing a dream is really, it's not for everybody. If you're not mentally tough, you can't do it. Sorry. You can just be, it's really hard. And I've had a lot of chances to go into substances, taking drugs, alcohol, even doing I've seen a lot of advice online, but I go bomb. I see those things, but I always stick to my background. My mom was a good Christian. In fact, the main reason why I'm a Christian today is because of my mother. So it's not easy, but I trust God. Anything can happen. But regardless, it's not an excuse for me not to be something in life because I'm not the first orphan and I won't be the last. So I'll keep pursuing my dream. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I'm always positive about everything. So yeah.
So what's your advice for those who are in similar situations like you and they are trying to give up, probably don't to indulge themselves in these things that you speak against? What can you say to them?
First of all, I'll say trust God. Have a why. Your why is like a fuel when your car breaks down.
The purpose.
Have a why you want to chase your dream. Why do you want to become a basketballer? Why do you want to become a musician? You need to have a why. That's your energy. Like most times now when I am down, I'll say, bro, you told your mom before she died, you're going to become a footballer. You want to give up. No. So have a why and know the kind of people you have around you. I'm more like an introvert. Like I really vibe with people.
Yeah.
Some people say it's pride. I don't care. Like it's a normal like.
Yeah, I understand.
This guy is phone. Really, one does. I'm an introvert. I don't in the house. I won't lie. My best friend is my phone. I'm always on my phone. I really vibe with people. But if I'm around the right circle,
yeah,
you see my real colors. Yeah, so you don't need to have everybody, just have like 1, 2, 3 friends that have the same dream with you and really want you to go far. Have those kind of people, and be close to God. I repeat, be close to God. I'm not saying that God will do everything for you. Yeah, because we always try to say grace, and we don't work hard. Yeah, we need to make sure them there should be a balance. That's why I just say be close to God, have the right friends, and be positive. Just stick to what you're doing.
That's powerful. See, when you say that be close to God, a lot of people will not understand. You see, sometimes after training, I go home, I'll sit in my room, I will just cry because I'm tired. Like every day we train every day. You get injured, they kick you, the pain, like the frustration. You're fighting for your shirt. Somebody is there waiting for you to focus, for you to take your shirt. Like the pressure is just so much. And when I go home, all I do is just to look up to God and say, God, help me. And I don't know how, but it happens that strength will just come from nowhere. The next morning, you see me again. And this is not just for me, but every footballer out there, this is how we feel. This is the story of every footballer out there that is from Africa, not just Nigeria, that's from Africa. So guys, it is not really easy for footballers in Africa. I don't know, and this is one of the reasons why we put this channel, because I want to show the world what it feels like to be a footballer from Africa. Now, for a younger you, I want to chase this football. I want to chase this career. What are the advice you have for them?
Okay, number 1, you need to know that you're good at playing football, because I see a lot of young people now wanting to go into football because of the money.
Yeah.
Not the passion. I know, yes, money is the end of everything we do. The whole talent, you must get paid, yeah? But a lot of young people now, you need to change your perspective about why you're chasing football. Don't put money first. You put money first, you give up. You need to have it, like that passion needs to be like fire, like grenade. So I'll advise you to you need to know that you can do this thing. Like personally, no pride. I know I can play football. Yeah. So you need to know if you're talented, have a why, and I'll still repeat, have God. Because even if you're like Ronaldinho, we have a lot of Ronaldinho and Messi in Nigeria now.
Well, of course, man.
But they were never close to God. I'm not saying God, see, I don't want people to misconcept this thing, because some people will be like, I've gone to church, I prayed.
Yeah.
But are you really being true with us? Are you sure? Were you really close to him? Did you have a relationship with him? Going to church does not mean you're close to God. Yeah? So, just believe in yourself. Another thing is, use social media as a medium to put out yourself there.
Yeah, to promote yourself.
I remember back then, I was always, somebody would come to the house, come and pick me and go to Europe, good scouting programs, going for trial story. The truth is, right now, why most people know me is social media. So I think that's a very big tool that a lot of young people are not minimizing. I see some footballers, I go to their page and they are posting where they are wearing 5 handcuffs and steals. I'm happy for you have money, me I don't have money. I'm going to post my life, the journey, so that you guys can. In fact, I was realizing this vibe came here. I said, my life is like a book. Every video you see on my page is a chapter of my life. Whether I'm talking, whether I'm sleeping, whether you see a day in my life, whether you see me training, whether you see me, my page is more real, like this is it. So that you don't, so like I said, use social media. Use social media 3 times. Use social media. That's one of the easiest way as an African, because all those story of people coming to watch you, then, although, I won't lie, it has happened for me one time. I was playing somewhere in Abuja, Kadu. I was just playing, it was on the train, someone invited me to come. I didn't even take it serious. I just did rainbow flick over one guy. The man just say, come. I don't know this is what I said. He said, that thing you just did, that's why I called you. Said I should give him my number. We're still speaking though. Still speaking. It happens though. My grace is different from your own. But me, I'm just telling you what I believe in. Use social media very well. That's all I can say.
Years back, when we hear about scouting games, as well as we are always excited that I have the chance to go and show these white guys what I'm capable of, right? But these days, scouting game is no longer eating that you're happy about, because you feel like you just go there, they give you 30 minutes or 20 minutes to play a game, after then they'll tell you that, okay, write your name down, we like you, but they will never call you. So like, I don't know, for me personally, it's tiring. And I know for most of us out there, when you talk about scouting games, like in my team, they'll be like, coach, I beg, because they've picked some of us severally. Some people are out there, they can tell you about this and that. Scouting game no longer appeals them, like they're tired. Do you have your fair share on this scouting game stuff?
I don't know about that people's story, but my own story is, okay, the last scouting program I went for was, I don't know, I think it was last year. I'm going to give you an advice. Learn how to sell out yourself as a footballer on the pitch. You can actually sell out yourself. Like there's a way you behave that people just, who's that guy?
That aura.
There's a way you dress, and people like, there's something about that guy. This is how it went. They invited me to Kaduna, so I went to Kaduna, and the man checked me out. Said, okay, I'm good. I'll follow them to Abuja for scouting. So I remember, and in scouting programs, don't do too much. Just do one unique thing. I remember the first time, it was like 10 minutes, and most of the players, they didn't know me because I was not part of the team. I just came from Abuja. I joined them. Naturally, footballers won't pass you the way.
I hate that thing, especially in Lagos. In Lagos, you have to beg. What I'll do is that, like, last time I went to Lagos, sorry to cut it short. Last time I went to Lagos, so I was training with the team. Do you know that I'll be in that for 10 minutes. I'll be begging these guys, please, like, give me ball now, beg. They won't give you that ball until you go to them and go after. So whenever my guests are traveling to maybe those Western states, I'll tell them, guy, when you go there, these players beg them that they should pass that ball because your performance will determine if you stay in that camp or not. Yeah, so it's very annoying.
So like I said, I was shouting. Okay, let me even explain this thing. It was one thing I did. I knew it was that thing, and I always, bow down to the grace of God. They just gave me the ball. The guy was called. I just did pop, then I made the pass, and I made it wrong. I don't know. I felt like that thing was because someone was actually getting a video of scouting program. So when I saw the video, I was like, okay. So we finished now. They called all the players that we should stand on the line. They picked players on that, They came to me. I was like, they substituted me after first half of 10 minutes. So you see the chances are very still, like, I didn't even play anything first half. So when they substituted me and I was going outside, I was crying. I was crying, like I was angry with myself because boy, something I'm very, like, this is my life.
Passion is there.
No, I was just crying. It was not as I was shouting.
Yes.
So they just called me. I don't went there. I didn't do anything. The next thing, on my side, it just said number 7. I was shocked too. I didn't show it, but I was really shocked. And everybody was shocked. And I knew it was that thing I did. So, like I said, learn how to sell out yourself. If they don't pass the ball to you, this is what I do. This is what I do personally. If I go to a team and I notice that these boys are not passing the ball to me, what I do is, okay, we know that you're good at pressing. You have energy for marking. So what I was doing throughout the scouting, I was not selected on the last set, but I got to the last set. And I'm really grateful to God because most of the players, from the way they're looking at me, at this channel. So what I was doing was I was marking. Like I was showing them that I was hungry for this, you get. So I think that's another way to sell out yourself.
Yeah.
Try your appearance, the way you look, the way you relate to your players, and always show your confidence. Yeah. Oh no, that's all I ask now.
That's powerful. Lastly, let's talk about another important subject. At what point you think that we have to be honest with ourselves that this thing, let me just let it go?
Okay.
So I think that's the question that all of us are avoiding.
Yes, that conversation. It has to do with age, obviously. If you're like, I'm going to be very real myself. If you're like 30 years old, as a Nigerian footballer, bro, I won't say you should quit, but I'll say you start adding. If you've not been adding something, you start adding something. You get, like maybe find a skill and still pursue the football. Like there's something people don't know, that content creation is a skill. You can be a footballer and still be a content creator. And that's one thing I try to tell people now, because people think I am a content creator because of the kind of videos. I've tried my best to allow them. People know now I am a footballer who creates
content.
There's a difference. So you need to like find, if you're like 30, 35, bro, how for you? Like Mama now he has the no gift, but if you're like, you be like, you know,
Yes.
no, bro, keep going. There's energy. Let's keep going. But like 30, I feel like 30 should be like that time where you have to sit down and start thinking about your life.
Yeah, I managed yourself.
Yeah, that 30 years on. I'm not saying you can't make it to.
Yeah.
There's still grace. But once you're 30, bro, now you need to start thinking, yes, so yeah, that's all I can say.
Okay. Now, do you think people can, yeah, okay, do you think football is a gift or people can actually learn how to play football?
It goes both ways. You can learn, and it's a gift. Mine is a gift. Why I say it's a gift, it's not pride, it's because, like I told you, nobody taught me how to play football. I don't even know how I started playing football.
But
Remember, I got inspired by a player. I just started playing football on the streets, and there's something I've always been, I don't know, anywhere I go, they say I look like a particular player. Right from when I was very small. Sometimes it looks like Ronaldo De Lima. It looks like all manner of players. You get, so I feel like having it as a gift is an advantage because you do it very freely. Example, perfect example. This interview came at the right time. Lamine Yamal. When I watched Yamal against Inter Milan, I discovered that football is a gift, and for some people can never. It's very free. Like the way he dribbles is very natural. Like it doesn't have to, when the ball comes, it doesn't have to like think, okay, am I doing leg over? No.
yeah.
He just flows. When people float, that's Ronaldo. I need to correct this thing. A lot of people say Ronaldo is hard work.
Very easy.
That's a very big lie. Because if you watch him when he was like at Sporting, he was playing very free.
Even mine.
I don't think leg over, because some people think leg over is hard work. No. That's natural too. He did. So most of the things he did was just to upgrade his talents. In fact, you need to have talent to play football.
Yeah.
Yes. Like a lot of people, you need to actually have the talent to play football. You cannot be a footballer without having the talent. It's not hard work. It cannot be hard work to play. No. If not, everybody will play football.
Yeah.
Everybody can kick the ball, but not everybody can play football.
Everybody can run, everybody can mark.
Exactly, but not everybody can play football.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you need to have both.
Favor, tell me your favorite team in Nigeria, your favorite team in Europe, your favorite player in Super Eagles, and your favorite player globally.
Can you start like 1-1?
Okay, so tell me your favorite team in Nigeria.
My favorite team in Nigeria should be Remo Stars because of the upgrade.
Yeah, me too. I love them. I love how they play.
Because I went for a trial in the academy. If I was not selected, I love the whole energy from the team.
The facility, everything is top notch.
It's giving this European vibe.
Yeah.
Like, Beyond Limits was the first academy where I ate 5 times in a day. I'm being real, even when my mother was at there, I did eat 5 times. And it's not just 5 times of food, like 5 times of food you need at a particular place. Oh, God.
The first time I watched Remo Stars, that was last season. Yeah, I think against Stevens United, I was so impressed, like the way they control the ball, the way they play the ball, like their view of football is even from what we're doing in Africa here.
Sorry to cut you short. I want to use this video to apologize because I remember when I came back, I felt like they used us for content.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people were complaining that, they don't invite people for trial, this and that, blah, blah, blah. So they had to, do something where they invite people online so that people can see that they invited players because they didn't pick any player. So I felt maybe I was mistaken or I was right, but I'm just using this medium to apologize. I made a video and shockingly got over 100,000, which I was not expecting. And a lot of the comments were against them. We were like, finally somebody has said it. So I don't know, but I'm just, apologizing for my future. Don't know who, and so I'm really sorry. Forgive your boy.
Okay. So who is your favorite player in Super Eagles?
Super Eagles, Victor Osimhen, because he has the passion like Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, the passion, like.
Yeah, passion.
Osimhen, please come to Man U. See, we are begging you, please. But funny enough, I told my brother that I want Osimhen to sign for Man U. My brother said that Dennis, you're very wicked, that you want to kill his career. Can you imagine?
I don't think I feel like he should come. Yeah, this is the best time. If they win Europa and it was Champions League,
He should
he should come, but they don't. Sorry, no.
He should go to Arsenal.
Anywhere else, I don't care, but he should not come to the. I want him to be going up. I like the way people are facing him. I love him a lot.
Yeah, Osimhen, I think he's like our biggest icon. See, the first time I watched him play in the Abuja National Stadium, like I could see the passion. Like
was the only player I remember. I was watching all the players, because me, I'm very observant. I was just watching all the players. They were just, normally, and footballers be like steez. Their earbud, everybody with their sweater. They were just walking around. He was the only player that went around and was doing fast like this. I was, and I was like, these other guys, as famous as
Osimhen.
Why you guys? So that's why it's very different. You can see it in his play when he misses the goal. Like I tell footballers, like, you're not supposed to miss goal and laugh. If you laugh, bro, you don't love football. When Osimhen misses goal, he's like, so yeah, that's what I like.
Have you seen how the Gala fans adore him? They can let me use the word kill, but they can do anything for him. Okay, that's a good. So your best team, in the world, in the world.
For now, I was Manchester United. Ronaldo was there. Yeah, I was. I still love Man U, but now it's Real Madrid.
Real Madrid. Okay, so your favorite coach? Yeah.
Jose Mourinho, because he has his Ronaldo vibes.
Alright, we'll see. Right? I love both of them. I don't know why. We are done for today. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you learned something. And if you think there's something that we didn't talk about, in the comment section below, I want to hear from you. If you're a footballer, like I said, this channel is for you. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like this video. Thanks for watching.